When Abba Kyari attended IGP Alkali Baba's son's wedding, Kyari was already a known criminal. Omokri claims. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. So recently, the earlier hours today, this same Omokri came out and said, if Nigeria were a sane country, the IGP himself should be arrested. And so people came out and, at the end of the day, this man, he just invited him. This is actually an official whatever. That the issue that Abba Kyari was having was official, and he had the right to go for social functions. Of course, they did not stop him from suspending from attending social functions as well. And then Rene is coming now to say, okay, since that's what people say, he's bringing it to the light. This is what he meant. Stay with us. The news in detail. It is no longer news that suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police and former head of the Intelligence Response Team, IRT, Abba Alhaji Kyari, was declared wanted by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, over links with the drug trafficking. Omokri, former presidential aide for former President Goodluck, Abba Jonathan, has decided to make more reactions concerning this ugly trend. In the recent post he made on his Twitter handle, he recounted that as at January 30, 2022, when Kyari attended the Inspector General of Police Alkali Babason's wedding, Kyari was already a known criminal. Further state and the popular human rights activist noted that considered with a known criminal is a breach of an IGP's oath of service. Concluding his write-up, he then said that if President Muhammadu Buhari knows his job well, he should have sacked Alkali by now. In his words, he penned, as at January 30, when the DCP Abba Kyari attended IGP's wedding, IGP Alkali Babason's wedding, Kyari was already a known criminal. Consulting with known criminals is already a breach of IGP's oath of service. If Buhari knows his own job, IGP Baba should not have a job by now. When Omokri is very correct concerning his recent statement, the Nigeria Police Force NPF and its staff must be blameless and flawless in all ramifications. They ought not to be any form of relationship with a suspect. Well, let me say this. Well, people are now going to be rephrasing that statement. Reno, he knows how to. He has a way around words. The initial one he said, people are attacking him that, why are you saying this one, that one? But if you look at it now, I'm not going to say, but wait, though, it's kind of making sense. So it is no longer news if you've heard that Abba Kyari, on top of the fact that he is interwoven with Hush Puppy, Nigeria's, the fraudster who is currently eating the beans he cooked abroad. Now, he is now also interwoven, Abba Kyari is now interwoven with a drug issue. Two crimes that you can never look away from. This one is not you steal Maggie or you stole tissue. This one are crimes at its better beans where we say the thing done. One big pot of beans. That you added eggs to. And you added meat and fish to. Your stomach will be fighting a war. Sincerely, jokes apart. So Abba Kyari now, people came out and everybody have something to say about him right now. Even those that before now, they were normally not coming out to speak because they were scared. Everybody is now coming out. While some people will still not come out, so they'll say, see, I don't want problem. Tomorrow now, if this issue it dies down, they'll come after me. So I think to an extent what Reno said is actually kind of correct. Yes. I mean, for someone who is remorseful, I think he should have been just, lay low. Sincerely, if you look at it, they first of all showed us a particular incident where he was actually, I think it was Borno State, he was eating akara. And I'm saying that one is not, people are like, look at the person that is suspended over this issue. He's not even feeling bothered about whatever, because people came out and were like, because he has backing. So people are like, oh, so because, he's suspended, he should not eat and all of that. Now people are now like, from the beginning, he has never been bothered about it. I don't think he's bothered. All the same, while some people are coming out to say, oh, this particular drug issue is a staged movie, is a Nollywood movie that was staged, that they staged it in order for him not to be extradited to the US. And me, for one, I'm saying, staged movie, staged Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie or Nollywood movie, any of the wood movie, I am going to say this. Person will cook beans, go chop am. If you do soup with sour, you go chop. These days, you don't throw away meal. You don't throw away food. If your soup sour, you go chop them. As you lay your bed, in essence, that is how you lie on it. Abba Kyari knows the full law. Do you know why everybody is coming at him now? Because he knows the law. He is a law enforcement officer. Meaning, if you don't know your law, if you don't know the law, he will call you and teach you the law. Then how does someone who is supposed to be an enforcer of the law, the ones who reminds you if you forget, how is he found wanting in such a situation? His suspension is on the lips and not a reality. That's absolutely correct. The IGP of police will not escape being involved in the criminality of Abba Kyari and the co in the police force. The person that's supposed to dismiss from police force and put him where he belongs. What a shameful thing that a person on suspension leave where he was supposed to serve a suspension, went to Enugu State for drugs business, and those that are claims he's on suspension could not monitor his movement, showing that they are doing business with him. The IGP of police will not escape from dubious criminal gangs of Abba Kyari. Well, this one I'm saying is making a lot of sense. First of all, first crime of the IGP will be, how will you say somebody is actually on suspension and the person is left to be parading everywhere? Like the person is parading everywhere that there is no problem. You know how children walk about? They don't have anything bothering them. Their own is cry, sleep, you come, you eat, they bathe you, you repeat the same routine every day. They don't have, that is how. As if it does not have anything bothering. But if we know that if it was the other part of Nigeria, we all know that all hell would have held loose. Let us not pretend. So everybody is coming out at him now to say, first of all, the IGP's crime, this is number one. Then number two, this person was already, he was already carrying a very huge crime on his head. Like he was carrying a very funny, offense. Even though if you are going to say, he has not been convicted, has he been tried? He's not allowing them to try him. Nothing. And then you allowed this to happen again. So the IGP would have a lot of questions to answer, according to Reno. Reno is correct. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.